Good morning, guys. Today we will be studying about Earth's inner construction. What we know about Earth inner construction is that the surface of the Earth, is made up of different kinds of layers, and the layers include crust, mantle, core. Okay, so crust is the upper layer, mantle is the middle one layer, and core is the uh, most interior layer. Okay, so upper layer is crust, middle layer is mantle, and third one is core. Since when we encounter with an earthquake, the effect of different kinds of waves, that are the two important waves, are P waves or S waves. So different kinds of waves affect different levels of earth in their own ways. Okay, so mostly crust is affected, then mantle, and core is the innermost and the most like deep interior part. So crust is often made up of solids, mantle in the middle, and core is basically made up of gases. So crust is the uh, tough solid part. Tough solid part is basically the crust. Okay, now coming upon different kinds of waves that we encounter during the coming of the earthquake. Whatever earthquake of different kinds of uh, no Richter scales hits, then causes disturbance in different ways, as well as it disturbs the crust, the mantle, and sometimes even the kind, depending upon the nature of the waves, it affects the cores. And even we can say therefore the density also varies. Density varies depending upon the intensity of waves. As we know, solid, liquid, and gases, they have different kinds of densities. So depending upon those factors, we can say that density differs, and therefore the intensity of waves affects in direct proportion to the density of the kind of no particle present. For example, crust is the solid most part. Okay, when we talk about the crust, we mainly encounter with the uh, different kinds of elements like silicon, aluminum, and the topmost part. Basically, we will find in the crust layer silicon, aluminum. In the next part, coming upon the mantle part, we encounter uh, different materials, different elements, in which we can call as silicon and magnesium. And in the short form, we can say, for remembering, SEMA. First one is Sial, silicon and aluminum. Next one is mental. For mental, we can refer it to as SEMA, that is silicon and magnesium. And the core part. The core part has abundance of iron. Okay, iron and other elements, uh, copper, etc. So when talking about the waves nature, mostly S waves, P waves, they hit the surface of the earth, and when they hit, uh, they have different kinds of intensities. No, if even if the waves, even if we suppose the waves, S waves reaches the cores, that is the innermost part, then we can say that it will affect it will affect and uh, depending upon the density of the material, different depending upon the density of the surface in which it has affected, the kind of damage is assumed. Okay, so different layers have different elements and with different densities and with different levels. Even certain levels are also mentioned, that up till this the crust exists, up till that the mantle exists, up till and below, and we can say the deepmost, the innermost part, the core exists. So whenever we talk about the most abundant no which will be the most abundant material, or we can say most abundant um, thing present on the crust, that is, whenever asked, we can answer that it's always the silicon. And when talking about the in the form of gas which is most abundant, we can say that most abundant gas is oxygen, which is present on the crust part. So as we can say that the intensity which with the waves, different waves affect, depends on the density of the materials. I hope you understood the concept. That's all for today. Hope we will move on the next class with some new topic. Thank you.